Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing the very last episode of my Conspiracy Theories series, Season 3. If you guys have not seen the last 3 episodes or the last 2 seasons, I would definitely go watch those because this is the last episode of Season 3. Do not worry though, I will be returning next May for Season 4. If you want to know what the theme of Season 4 is, I would stick around to the end of this episode because I've been doing this thing where at the end of the last episode I tell you what next year's theme is. I don't really tell you anything about it, I just say it and cut off, so that's what we're gonna be doing. This is a short case like the case that we did last time of Wanda Jean. Today's though is the murder of Margaret Perry. I will be just reading this one once again like the last 2. I hope you don't mind. But yes, without further ado, let us get into it. Margaret Perry was a civil servant working at Training and Employment in Lisburn. A Catholic, she lived with her widowed mother, Mary, at Churchill Park, Porttown. Down? Wow, that is an interesting name. She disappeared on the 21st of June, 1991, after she crossed the border into the Republic of Ireland to visit her boyfriend, Gregory Burns, who was hospitalized in Monaghan? I'm not sure if that's how you say that. A year later, on the 30th of June 1992, acting on a tip-off from the IRA via a local priest, the Garda found her body not far from, these are some Ireland names, from Mullaghmore? Not sure. She had been strangled and beaten to death with a spade, then buried in a shallow grave in the forest not far from the former estate of the Lord. These are names that I cannot pronounce. I'm so sorry. Mountbatten. They're not hard, I just don't know if I'm saying them right. In June 1992, shortly after the recovery of Perry's body, the Pira, which is the Irish Republican, the Provisional Irish Republican Army, admitted responsibility for the killing of 3 men, whose bodies were found at different roadsides in Country Arm. I'm so sorry for the names I can't pronounce. The IRA claimed the men, all members of the IRA, were recovered agents from M15 and RUC, I'm not sure what that is, a special branch. The IRA had tried and executed them, leaving their naked, hooded bodies in ditches. The bodies bore evidence of torture and each had a single bullet wound in the back of their head. They were Gregory Burns, age 33, John Dignam, age 32, and Aidan Starrs, age 29, all natives of Portadown. That's what I'm going to be calling it because I'm not sure how I'm sorry. The IRA justified the killings by stating they were guilty of abduction and murder of Perry. They claimed that Burns had an affair with Perry. The IRA claimed she threatened to expose the group's intelligence links, so the men kidnapped and murdered her. As the bodies might have been booby-trapped, they were left in place overnight. The killings were the first to occur in an 8-week span in Northern Ireland during peace talks. It was later claimed through an article in the Sinn Féin, I don't think that's how you say that, a newspaper by something. Dignam had been detained by the RUC over Perry's disappearance in the summer of 1991. During interrogation, it was claimed he confessed to her murder and implicated the other 2 men as well. The newspaper claimed that instead of arresting the 3 men, they were recruited as informers for the Force Research Unit, and that the man in charge of their interrogation and executions was Freddie Scapatisi? I don't think I'm saying that right. Another FRU agent who had infiltrated the IRA's internal security unit. I'm not sure if I said union or unit. I meant to say unit. The newspaper also claimed Gregory Burns had a paid agent of M15 for the past 13 years. They recruited him in Enniskillen, I think. It was alleged that he had been an aide to Owen Karen, election workers for Bobby Sands, and that Gregory Burns had arranged the killing of his own brother, Sean, in 1982 in one of the shoot-to-kill controversies of the 1980s. It was alleged that Burns had been instrumental in foiling many IRA operations in Northern Ireland. According to the newspaper report, he wanted to break up with Perry, his girlfriend at the time, but was fearful she would reveal that that he had told her he was working for British intelligence. Burns consulted his handlers, who agreed that he, Dignam, and Stars should get out before they were uncovered. But the head of the FRU, I'm not going to attempt his name because I don't know how to say it, refused, telling Burns to clear up his personal mess. Burns replied that if he and his comrades were not pulled out by the FRU, he would certainly have to kill Perry. Burns traveled to Sligo, I'm not sure if that's how you say that either, to undergo a minor arm operation in 1991. On June 21st, Dignam and Stars drove Perry to Sligo. Sligo is the only thing I can say. I don't know what else it would be called. That's a weird word. Ostensibly, to see Burns. But outside Mullaghmore, still not sure if I'm saying that right, she was strangled and beaten to death with a spade, burying her in a shallow forest grave. The allegations against the three were denied by their family and supporters, who believed the three were set up. Burns' father, Jim Burns, stated he did not believe Gregory did have anything to do with his own brother's death in 1982. The British newspaper The Guardian reported there were contradictions in the IRA's version of the events. Investigators into Perry's disappearance by Sunday World reported Martin O'Hagan prompted IRA interest. Freddie Skeptici, I forgot how I said that before, and his unit interrogated Burns, Dignam, and Stars the following year, leading to their deaths. Taped confessions by the three men recorded by Skeptici, I think that's how I said it, were played later to Pete Taylor in the BBC documentary. The IRA gave information to a Sligo priest and led to Perry's body being recovered. 3 days later, after nearly 2 weeks of interrogation, the three men were dumped in County Armagh, I guess that's the only thing all bore evidence of torture. After Digham's funeral, a letter by him was given to his pregnant wife. It said, "I only have a matter of hours to live. I only wish I could see you and the kids one more time. But as you know, this is not possible." Yeah, that's kind of where that one ends, sadly. I hope you guys have enjoyed the season. My TV has really bad timing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed Lights from the Hill. See you in the next one. Don't worry, I'll say it. Okay. Next year's theme, which none of you are probably going to like, I might change it, but I kind of want to do it. It's going to be aliens. Bye!